I just realized that if Jesus, who is God's son, feels those feelings, he feels pain, what makes me think I can run from that kind of pain? We live in the social media world where everybody wants to show their highlight reels and pretend like everything is okay every day of the year, every day of the week, at all times. They're never angry, they're never sad, they're never frustrated. That's just not how life works. And I just don't want to be a part of just showing the good and pretending like there's no bad. It's not real. That's not my life. And I'm going to make sure I intentionally show you guys that. My husband is so loud. I hope you guys can't hear him in the background.
One eternity later.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you guys follow me on Instagram or you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you probably noticed that I took a little bit of a break. I think it's been at least 3 weeks since I posted my last video, which is not a long time, especially since I'm so new to YouTube. But my goal was to put out videos at least once a week, and yeah, that was kind of a fail. But I'm learning that I need to start giving myself some grace because 2020 did not go as planned at all. So I had the intention of actually sharing a video wrapping up 2020. I wanted to encourage you guys to try and find some positivity, some light in the middle of such a dark and crazy and overwhelming year. But I realized that I think I hit my positivity quota for the year, and I just didn't have any more encouragement or positivity to give. So I just didn't. I just couldn't do it. Quite honestly, the holidays hit me a lot harder than I expected them to. I was basically the Grinch this year. I did not put up my Christmas tree. We last minute made the decision to go to San Antonio for the holidays to spend time with my husband's family because that's where he's from. So yeah, things literally took a quick shift. We drove there and back, which is a 24-hour drive one way. We packed up the car, the dogs. We were there for about 2 weeks. It was just a lot going on this holiday season and nothing felt normal. We do normally go home for the holidays, either San Antonio or Chicago where I'm from, but we never really drive and it's never a last minute decision. But because it was so last minute, it just threw everything off, and I just could not find my holiday spirit at all. Yeah, so I ended the year as the Grinch. I've really been trying my hardest to find some positivity, to find some encouragement, to find the light in the middle of the darkness. I've really been trying to do that all year. Even after the miscarriage, I was still trying to look for the rainbow, the light at the end of the tunnel, and I felt myself just tap out. Like I couldn't do it. And I felt like I was pouring out of an empty cup at this point. Like I was just trying to pour and pour and pour and nothing was coming out. So I just said it's time to take a step back. So I'm just gonna be completely honest with you guys and just tell you the truth. 2020 was trash. Like trash. And I am tired of trying to pretend like it was not. When I say it was trash, please don't take what I'm saying out of context. I do not mean that I was not blessed or that I am not grateful for all the things that God did do in 2020, because he did do a lot. But overall, the year was trash. I feel like every area of my life has taken some sort of hit when it comes to our fertility, when it comes to our marriage, when we talk about our finances, business, sick family members. We've just taken a hit in so many areas. I had no more positivity to speak into that year. And I just want to call it spade a spade. 2020 was trash, period. And the end of 2020 was just super hard and super emotional for me. I cried a lot. I was frustrated. I was super uncomfortable. I feel like 2020 ended in a way that showed exactly what kind of year it was. Have y'all ever seen that meme of the dog that is just sipping tea and everything around him is in flames and he just keeps saying, everything's okay, it's okay, it's okay? I feel like that was me towards the end of the year. Like it was just, everything's fine, I'm fine, it's okay, it's okay. And it's like, no, it's not. And I feel like the one good thing that came out of me finally deciding, you know what, I'm tired of pretending like everything's okay. I got to take off that mask of positivity and just sit and be still and figure out what it is that I'm actually feeling. And I know that's not super encouraging, but it's the truth. And Honestly, at this point, that's all I really have in me. And I am fully aware that I am super blessed to have a great family, to have awesome friends, to have a business, to have a great husband, to have our own home. I am super grateful for all those things. Oh, our health. None of my family members have caught COVID. We are super blessed, and I'm grateful for those things. But the last couple weeks have shown me that I still have open wounds from infertility and the miscarriage that are still wide open, and they still hurt. So I'm finally in a place where I'm done trying to run from my sadness, my anger, my frustration, my grief. When those feelings pop up, I'm just going to have to feel them. I'm not sure if you are familiar with the story of Lazarus' death in the Bible, but Jesus found out that his friend died. Jesus, the Son of God, he found out, and he weeps and he grieves the loss of his friend. Jesus feels sorrow. And I just realized that if Jesus, who is God's son, feels those feelings, he feels pain, what makes me think I can run from that kind of pain? The Bible is full of stories of grief and sorrow and loss. I mean, look at David, look at Job. There are several people who had to go through really hard, sad things. And I don't think those stories were included in the Bible to just be brushed over. They're important stories. God created us with intention. He did not give us the emotions of sadness, anger, frustration, sorrow for no reason. And he never told us that we weren't going to experience those things. God knew that we were going to experience things in life that were going to challenge us, that were going to hurt us, that were going to frustrate us. So I've come to the realization that two things that seem like they're opposites can actually be true at the exact same time. I can be grateful for my health and also be sad that we had to go through another Christmas without a baby. I can get on my family Christmas Zoom call and laugh, and then a couple hours later cry because I thought that I was going to have a big round belly for Christmas this year. I can be hopeful that this will be our last childless Christmas, but also be terrified that next year is going to look exactly the same as this one did. I can be grateful for my family and also grieve my lost children. When people in the Bible were grieving, a lot of times they would put on something called sackcloth, and they would rip it, and they would put ashes on their face, and they would make everyone around them super aware of the fact that they were grieving. They didn't try to hide it. They didn't want people to think everything was okay. They wanted to show that they were grieving. And I think that is so opposite of how we are in 2021. We live in the social media world where everybody wants to show their highlight reels and pretend like everything is okay every day of the year, every day of the week, at all times. They're never angry. They're never sad. They're never frustrated. They never go through any financial troubles. They're never hurt by a breakup. They're never ever sad, frustrated, or angry. And it's just not real. Like, it's not the truth. That's just not how life works. And I just don't want to be a part of just showing the good and pretending like there's no bad. It's not real. That's not my life. And I'm going to make sure I intentionally show you guys that. So I guess the point of this video is to just tell you it's okay to grieve. It's okay to be sad. It's okay not to be excited about the holidays. It's okay to cry, yell, scream. It's okay if it's been months and you're still not okay. It's okay because God sees us. He hears us and he is with us. That I am very sure about. So let's just all start telling the truth. We can't expect God to heal us or deliver us or use us if we can't even be honest about where we're at. So that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe. And I promise you guys, it is not going to take another 3 weeks for me to get a video out to you guys. I am going to get back on track. I'm feeling good. I feel like I'm using this new year as a reset button for myself. I am so excited to see what all God has in store for me this year.